Sing a song about drinking wine. You should
Drink some wine. There you go. Alright guys, so today you're going to be watching what for me is the sort of gold standard workout, if you wish, for light phase squat routines. It's not something I do every workout, because if I was to do it every workout, I would burn out. It's a very hard routine. It's designed to break your body and to make you hurt for, at least a week afterwards, real good aches and pains, so to speak. And the primary way that this routine really aims to cause that pain, so to speak, because pain, guys, if you're hurting after a workout and for days after a workout, that's a good thing. It's not a bad thing, unless you're injured, of course. But if it's good pain, that's something that you want to feel, because if you are hurting yourself, that only means that the muscles on your body are being battered and bruised. They're being worked to their max, and consequently, they will grow in response. I actually grow a lot during my light phase. It can seem almost paradoxical. You think that the big heavy weights make you bigger, and doing this kind of stuff is almost like cardio, isn't it? This would make you slimmer, and of course, yes, you do burn a lot of calories, but I actually develop a lot of muscle during my light phase, because the muscles are stimulated so much into going into absolute hypertrophy, and it really does, as I say, you can gain a lot of size and strength during these routines. And as I was kind of saying, that these routines, they batter your body through volume, and absolute volume as well. Volume within every individual set, so a lot of reps per set, but also a lot of sets also. There is honestly, there is really no sort of place to hide in this kind of routine. And because you're going for so much volume, you do tend to obviously start off relatively lightweight. I mean, actually not just relative, just really, really lightweight. I mean, 50 kilos for me, which was my opening set, wouldn't even be a warm-up weight when I'm going for my 1 rep maxes. On the days when I've gone for 1 rep maxes, normally, when I'm peaking in strength, I will start on 100 kilos, so double that weight. Literally double that weight. I wouldn't waste my time on 50 kilos, and occasionally I would do, I would start on 70 kilos, but normally I like to start on around about 100 kilos. So, starting off so light is in its own right not only your first working set, but it's also your warm-up as well. So this is a really good way to, if you've got bad joints or anything along those lines, you're feeling your age, so to speak, or you've got a few injuries on you, then doing this style of workout is a great one for you potentially, because as you get heavier from set to set, your body has already been warmed up thoroughly also. What I'm doing in this workout as well is a little bit lesser than what I would hope to do by the end of my light phase. Just like when you're in your heavy phase, when you're going for 1 rep maxes, you have certain goals, certain aims. And when you're doing 1 rep maxes, they're obvious. You're going for PBs, right? If you've done 230 kilogram squat, you're going to hope obviously to beat that. Maybe go for a 240. Hell, maybe even a 250 kilogram squat. The targets are very easy to define when you're in your heavy phase. In your light phase, are a little bit harder, especially when you're doing a workout where there's a lot of sets. When there's just like one set, like on bench press, for example, I have a PB of 35 reps on 100 kilos, 220 pounds. It's a clearly defined target, right? But when you're doing this kind of workout, it's a little bit hard to set those targets. You need to kind of do what I'm doing, really, record your workouts, or at least write them down in a journal. And really, for me, the target for this kind of workout, ASAP, by the end of my light phase, would be to be doing 50 reps rather than 30 reps on my opening set, on 50 kilos. I like 50 kilos on this because it is really light. It doesn't hurt you too much. And as mentioned earlier, it just acts as a great opener weight, because it also acts as a warm-up. Now, regards to what I want to get as sort of targets in the light phase, well, yes, okay, I want to open up on 50 reps, and really I want to be trying to do 30 reps on most of the weights following that. I don't mind obviously dropping down to 20 once it starts to get a little heavier, but I want to try and push as much as possible for the 30 rep mark, because it's that point that the volume becomes really significant, and as I say, will build more muscle through hypertrophy. But my end scale target, that is towards the end of the workout, with regards to the heavier weights, I want to be trying to do maybe like 150 kilos for a good 5 reps. That's the sort of target I'm wanting to get to after doing all those other reps. And then I also just want to be able to play around a little bit on 180 kilos as well. 180 kilos for me is I don't know, it's one of those weights that is 4 plates aside, 420s aside. I don't know, it's just something about it, and it's well, I suppose for me, it's also what I want to try and get a world record on. My father, he had a world record on 180 kilos, so has it actually. He's been unbroken, 29 reps, and doing that kind of thing requires not only incredible amount of strength, but also incredible amount of fitness. So it's nice to be able to play around on the psyche, at least. It's nice to be able to play around on 180 kilos after doing all those reps. It kind of sets you up for real good things. Anyway, guys, we're coming to the end of the workout, so I wish you farewell, goodbye, and ta-ta for now. Thank you.